If you're struggling with small object detections, either if you're just doing object detection, instant segmentation and so on, and you have very small objects in your images, videos and so on, we can use something called SAHI. We're going to take a look at what SAHI is. I'm going to explain how it works and so on, what are the advantages, but also what are the disadvantages. It can be used in different use cases. It's not recommended for like real-time use cases and so on, but if you have some critical objects and so on that you want to detect and they're just too small, passing it through like the standard model. So the main idea behind SAHI is basically just to take our whole image, then we divide the whole image into smaller windows, and then we just have a sliding window going over the whole frame. So usually when we take an image, could be an image or a video, live stream and so on, we take a whole image, then we downscale it to, for example, 640 by 640 before we pass it through our model. So here we actually lose a lot of information, a lot of pixels and so on. They're just getting downscaled to be able to run these object detection models in real time. But let's say that you have like satellite images or like very small objects in your frames. It's just not enough pixels to be able to detect those objects. Then we can go in and just divide it into smaller tiles. So we have like divide our whole image into 640 by 640, 640 by 640, and then we just slide it over. Then we can take our local image, do predictions inside that, and then again we know the exact position of our tiling window. Then we can scale all the detections back into our original frame. So we're basically just multiplying the number of inference runs that we're doing by the number of tiles that we're using as well. So this is going to run significantly slower. So we just jump straight into Ultralytics documentation. I've already explained what it is and so on, but if we jump inside the guides tab, we can see we have all these documentation tabs. Then we have the SAHI tile inference. This is a pretty good video or GIF just showing like what it's exactly like doing. Just takes a smaller window, slides it over it, and that means that we can get more pixels or like higher resolutions that we can pass through. So it's going to take longer for the inference, but we're also going to have better accuracy for smaller objects like the cars in the background. Just a normal pass throughout the YOLO models will not be able to detect those small objects. So it's basically just called slicing aided hyper inference. If we scroll a bit further down, we can see we have the key features. We have what is sliced image. We can see without SAHI and also with SAHI here. So the cars in the background is not detected. Here we can see how we can set it up. Pip install Ultralytics and SAHI, and you're pretty much good to go. So yeah, now we know what SAHI is. We know what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages. So this can be used in different computer vision applications. Might not be suitable for like real-time object detection, depending on like what type of GPUs you have, image resolution and all that. But let's just jump into the Google Colab Notebook. So we have this Google Colab Notebook here. It's available down in the description. You can get everything there. So right now I'm just going to connect it to a GPU. If you're using Google Colab, you can connect to the free GPUs in here as well. I have like a monthly limit. I'm just going to connect to a T4. So right now I'm just going to connect it and we can go through this notebook. As we saw from the documentation, again, it's basically just a few commands and lines that we need to run, and we have this whole system up and running. We can extract all the results and so on. We can also build like an inference pipeline where it's pulling images from a video or a webcam. So now we're connected to our T4. We can go in and pip install Ultralytics, and we also need to pip install SAHI. Import Ultralytics, and we do our checks. So I'm just going to run this notebook. We can clone the repository as well. So first of all, we just clone it, we seed into it, and then we have some examples for YOLO11 SAHI inference video. And while all of this is setting up, I have a video here that we're going to pass through it. So we basically just have this like drone shot, or like at least a high, I think this is a drone shot of car driving around this roundabout. We will not be able to detect all the cars here, just throwing it through a standard model. If you're doing traffic analysis, different detections could also be in medical images where we need like very high precision down to pixel level. Then SAHI might be a good option to explore. And again, it's not too hard to set up. We have this Colab notebook walking you through all steps. So I'm just going to drag this video into our Google Colab notebook while it's setting up all the other stuff here. And then we can just use that video out of the box. So when we go inside our Ultralytics examples inference video, you can also go inside the GitHub repository and just basically just find the code if you want to do any modifications and so on. But the whole idea is just to, it's basically just for loops, like running through, like dividing our slicing with NumPy, slicing our image, and then we just have two for loops running basically first in the horizontal, then it goes back, just goes one step down, and then it just keeps doing this over and over for a whole image. So yeah, it's still setting up here, and then we will clone the GitHub repository and we can run this SAHI v8 Python script. So while it's running, let's just jump straight into the GitHub repository as well, just to take a look at the source code. So we have the examples, we have all the different ton of examples in here that you can use directly out of the box. Here we have YOLO v8 SAHI inference video. Again, you can use it with YOLO11, YOLO v8, any of the models available from Ultralytics. If we go up here at the top, we have the YOLO v8 _ SAHI. So this is the inference. We're going to load the model. We're going to run our inference, where we just specify the exact same parameters and arguments as we used to with Ultralytics when we run our inference. So this is just doing one forward pass for each tile. We basically just have our video capture here, loading in frames from our video file or live stream or whatever that we're using. We can set up an annotator as well. And this is where we get our sliced images or our tiling windows. So we get sliced prediction, and this is from SAHI. So this is imported up here. SAHI.predict import get slice prediction. And if we scroll down to it again, we see we basically just take our frame, flip the channels, we have our detection model, and then we set our slice height and also our slice width. So here we're basically just going to keep max resolution, pretty much max resolution in our image while we are doing this tiling window, at least as default, but you can play around with these parameters yourself as well. This is everything that we need. Very basic script, 100 lines of code, and you can have this up and running, and it's much better. Let me just rename this to video. There we go. Now we can specify our path. We just want to view our image. Path video.mp4. And right now we should just take the whole path because we're not inside this directory. There we go. Let's grab these. Performing prediction on 9 slices, and it's going to pull the model and everything automatically. And right now we can show it because we're inside a Google Colab Notebook. I'm going to grab this one here. Just split it out. Let's grab the video. And we should be able to just save the results so we can open them up. Oops, one. Again, we're performing a prediction on 9 slices. And this is just running for our whole video basically. So this will take some time. Here you can also change the model file. You can specify the weights. It's just as default going to use this model, but you can also specify your own custom models. We have videos covering the whole training pipeline, how you can take a data set, train your own custom models, export them, and use them in your own applications and projects. So then when it's done running inference, we have this video file. So on the right side, we have the outputs with SAHI, and here on the left we have with the YOLO11, so we can see the difference. I'm just going to play the video here for 9 seconds. So this is just a part of the full video, but we can see the cars here down in the bottom. It has problems with it. It's not consistent. It's flickering a lot, and most of the cars is not even detecting. So we can see there's a clear difference compared to just using the original, the standard YOLO11 model out of the box without SAHI. So this is a pretty cool use case. Shows the capabilities, shows how important it is to know when to apply SAHI, and also that it's possible to do, because again, if you have very small objects that is necessary in your applications and use cases, we have to use this SAHI code. But do remember, this is not going to run in real time. Right now we're running 9 slices on our image, so it's going to be 9 times our inference speed pretty much. So if you have 10 frames per second, now we will actually have 90 frames per second if you're running it just on a single image. So this can be used in real-time applications unless you do some batch processing. You can just throw all the tiling windows as batches as well. You can have GPUs, you can have multiple GPUs and so on. So by doing that, you can act still running in real time, but it will require more resources. But again, we can just take one frame, divide them into all tiles, throw in batch processing, and then we can have it up and running. Definitely go and check it out. You can see it's just a few lines of code. You can grab the code from the Ultralytics repository, fine tune it to your own applications. You can extract all the bounding boxes, the labels and everything, and use them in your own applications and projects. Hope you learned a ton throughout this video here. We have the whole pipeline if you want to learn how to train the models, your data set, how to do inference, apply it on actual like use cases in the computer vision world. So definitely check those out as well. And then I hope to see you guys in one of the upcoming videos. Until then, happy learning.